What is going on, my nerd fan? It's your Queer Rescue back with round 4 of the Carta Magica regional that I participated in. Here we got a rematch, Smoker v Kinemon, and after this match, I'm going to let y'all know, if you see Kinemon across the table, it's going to be a real rough day for you as a Smoker player. Even if you're on curve, if they hit 2 Odins before you can even drop that 10 drop Kuzan, like what happens here, good luck. So I win the die roll, I go second, but I have no turn 2 play because I mulligan poorly. And the Kinemon player is just going to go ahead and start swinging at my face, and I want to not die, so I'm going for 6, and they're going to go ahead and establish a 6k buy. Getting that Yamato out turn 2, even with nothing rest, is still pretty value. I mean, 6k is 6k, and it's hard for me to kill, but I'm going to try to kill it. I'm going to attach a Don the leader, minus it by 1, and drop the Kobe and pitch a card. Already negging in hand advantage and going in for 6. Now, my opponent's thinking, he's thinking, and decides, I'm going to throw with a Puachu and not take damage. So he gets to sit there at 5, just looking at me, and resets, and now he's at 5 Dawn. I'm passing over to him. My opponent's thinking, asking if I keep that 1k, if I even get it, and then he goes 8 to my face, and it's like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to take that life. I'm not crazy enough to get out of AK this early in the game, and I go down to 4, and he passes back to me, and I believe I'm at 6 Dawn here, and what's the 6 Dawn play that I'm looking at? Probably just aggressive swing, so we're going at 7 to leader. Opponent's thinking, hopefully he takes his life. He agrees to take it. He's going down to 4, and I'm going at him for 6. And he gives me another Apu, and I'm going to establish a little Rosinante blocker, and he's going to 7, and this is where the pain kicks in. Now for me, if I were playing Odin, or Kinemon, I'm dropping Odin right now for 7, and he's just trying to get the board cleared up, swinging at me for 5, killing my Kobe, and there is the Big Daddy Odin coming down for 7, passing to me. He's at 4 life. He's a very safe spot. So I'm going over to 8 Dawn. Not much I can really do about that Odin on the board right now, unless I had a Suru and a Sakazuki in hand. So it would cost me 3 cards in addition to activate leader effect just to get rid of that Odin. And there's just not much I can do. So, a lot of thinking here. I just declared a 5k swing at my opponent's face, and he's thinking about whether or not he wants to use cards in hand to not take that 1 life. I mean, the biggest thing for me was just, there you go, getting that card out of his hand. It was a killer blocker. And we're going to go in and establish that Sakazuki I was just talking about, just to have something on board to be able to kill something, and not really negging a card in the hand because we don't have the resources to actually kill something as big as that Odin. So now he's at 9 Dawn. He's going to start chipping away at my life here. Shockwave to get to 9. Make sure that I don't take this hit. And he's going to go 5 to my leader. And again, using another card out of my hand. I'm at 3 cards in hand. Massive advantage for him. He plays another Odin for 7 and decides, like, hey, you're not going to kill this Odin because I probably have a Punk Gibson in hand. Establishes 2 blockers instead, a Toki and a Capone Beige, and this is pretty much game looking at the board state. Even if I were to do any chip damage here, 2 Odins, being able to clear 1 would cause, there we go, I have to play 1 Kuzan, I'd clear the blocker, and my opponent is gracious enough to take a 7k chip damage to his face, and has a nasty board on his side. I have 3 life, 3 cards in hand. He has 5 potential swings, a lot of them going for 9k, and it just doesn't feel good at this point. So to be honest, I'm just hoping to luck sack something. Like, I don't know what is the out here. Maybe drawing 2 Kobes to get rid of 2 Odins, and really just going at his face. But he drops a Yamato for 4, rest my blocker, and here comes the chip damages. Putting nothing under the Odin, just deciding to swing at me for 8, knowing that it would cost me a lot of cards out of hand regardless. Taking it, going down to 2, or that's actually 3. Again, another swing I think is coming. No, he just pumps up, goes to 11 to kill the Sakazuki, plays another blocker, playing it real safe, and honestly is just guaranteeing himself game at this point. At this point I knew Smoker just doesn't have a good matchup against Kinemon, where Zephyr has a nasty advantage against Kinemon. Like, that board just does not exist. I have 10 drop Kuzan, 10 Dawn open, and that board is massive, and you see it on my face. Actually, you can't see it on my face because you can't see my face. But he has a blocker, 2 Odins, a Yamato, a leader swing. I'm delaying the inevitable here, just trying to kill stuff. Thinking of how the heck I can stack Dawn since I didn't see the outs to clearing the board. And we're just going to go for 8 to a Kinemon, an Odin, and he's going to be like, yeah, no, that's not a thing. There's not much you can do. So at this point, I'm thinking in my head, I should have just taken Kinemon. Like, the only reason why I didn't play Kinemon is because I didn't have an alt-art leader Kinemon. And he just blocks, with the Toki free blocker. I establish a Kizaru and a Kuzan, draw a card. I'm all tapped out of Dawn. He's probably going to play another Yamato, rest the Kizaru, or even just swing big. And this is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. So there it is, the 4-cost Yamato coming down to rest my Kizaru blocker. And we're just going to go ahead and speed through the rest here. As you see this, untapping out and just punch my face in along with a Yamato and just the Kinemon swing. Feels bad. Smoker into Kinemon is a little bit of a feels bad if the double Odins come out and you don't really have the immediate answers to them. So I guess he played it right, essentially, where he didn't go for game with that last AK swing, knowing that I had 4 cards in hand from life, but with him having 3 life left and my ability to just swing 3 times at him or even just try to clear something, the extra safeness was not warranted, nor was it needed, because he's going to get an Okiku out anyway. So if I play a blocker, he's just going to rest it, but he forgets that he can play an Okiku because he's pretty sure that he wins this game, I think, or maybe he just didn't remember to activate the effect. Regardless, I'm clearing board because there's nothing left I can do. I have 5 down open. I'm going to play a Rosinante blocker, and I'm pretty much just hoping for more misplays on his end, because not playing 2 Okikus basically opens up the door for anything to be possible. So he swings at me for 6 with the Yamato, combo out of it. It's just a 2k. He plays a Momo looking for something to rest my Rosinante blocker. Doesn't find anything. Decides to go big. I believe it's with 9k to my leader. And there it is. Here is a 9k swing coming. Of course, that's a block. And then he establishes an Okiku. Now passes to me, and I have the opportunity to clear his board again. And maybe the game could have flipped here if I drew into another blocker. But just drawing a card, swinging into the Momo. I don't want him getting cards. Clearing the Yamato. And then playing a Sakazuki to clear the Okiku. But I don't have a blocker in hand, and I pass it back to him. And that is looking like game. 15 to face, and it's done. Kinemon takes it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace, love, and positivity. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.